A close confidant and friend and supporter of Donald Trump recently came out. It said that he just doesn't know that Donald Trump is going to be physically fit enough to actually run for president again. Well, ever, to be honest. And that confidant, by the way, was Reverend Franklin Graham. So we're not just talking about some kind of random person here. We're actually talking about somebody that has a little bit of influence. Franklin Graham, well known among the evangelical community, the right-wing community. The guy holds a lot of sway. And recently, during an interview, he said this: "I think for him, everything will depend on his health at that time. If he still has energy and strength like he does. I don't. You know the guy does not eat well, And it's amazing the energy that he has." Yeah, I know. It's almost as if that energy was coming from something else, right? Because you're probably not getting that kind of energy off Big Macs. So where does the energy come from? You actually kind of bring up a good point there, Franklin Graham. Obviously, throughout the entire Trump administration, there's been rumors that the Adderall, that could be where it is, that he crushes it up and snorts it. Of course, those are all rumors. There's no hard evidence to back any of that up. But the evidence would suggest that, yes, the energy that Trump has is clearly coming from somewhere else. But Graham's correct here, right? And to be honest, both Trump and Biden benefited from the pandemic in the 2020 presidential race because neither of these men are, super physically fit. I think Biden is much more so clearly than Donald Trump. But because of the pandemic, they had to have small crowds. A lot of times they didn't travel the way that they had wanted to, the way they thought they would, doing as many events. And that benefited both of them. The more Trump spoke, the more he pissed people off and turned people off. Biden, on the other hand, the more he spoke, the more people questioned, he doesn't seem like he's all there. So, yeah, they both benefited from not having to go out and do those kinds of things. And, of course, both men, which just happens with age, are not as physically fit as they were, however long ago it was when they were both running for president. I know Trump was 2016, Biden was 2008. So, yeah, body can't do what it used to do. Your stamina is not what it once was. So Trump benefited from that tremendously. He did hold rallies, but nowhere near the amount he was holding in the time before that. And his aides admitted at the time to the press that, yeah, he gets tired a lot quicker now. So Trump is 74 years old right now. By the time the next campaign rolls around, he's going to be 76, 76 and a half, maybe 77. On a steady diet of fast food and zero exercise. Yeah, I seriously doubt that Donald Trump is going to have the stamina to keep it up on the road like that, like he was in 2016. I'm sure he'll want to. But again, I think Franklin Graham, for once in his life, is absolutely correct. Donald Trump just isn't going to be there physically to go out and actively campaign and be successful the way he was in 2016. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to our Ring of Fire channel here.